An intriguing matchup, two basketball powerhouses in the Sweet 16, Michigan State and Duke. I'm Tom Vandervoort alongside Mike DeCourcy as we bring you previews for each and every one of this year's NCAA tournament games. Thanks to UPS and the UPS Team Performance Index. We are courtside at Dayton. So Michigan State, Duke, what is the key to this ball game? They're two very good teams, obviously.
The first key to this game is that my car makes it the 2 hours up I-74 from Cincinnati to Indianapolis, because just as I'm courtside here, I'm going to be courtside for that one, and I'm thrilled about it.
Yeah.
Not only a Hall of Fame coach in Mike Krzyzewski, but another one that will be there someday in Tom Izzo. The key for this game is really whether or not Duke can find a way to defend Michigan State. There are so many options that Michigan State has to score. They've developed a terrific weapon in Derek Nix down low. That will be Mason Plumlee's job. They've developed a terrific freshman, Gary Harris, who dominated Memphis. That will be a real challenge for Rasheed Suleiman, I would imagine. And then the point guard spot. How well does Quinn Cook defend Keith Appling? I think all of that is a factor. And then the real key, the X factor, Adrian Payne, who has blossomed in the last month of this basketball season, 6'10", can face up and shoot, can attack the rim and tip dunk. And Ryan Kelly playing on a foot that apparently, we can presume is much better now. Ryan Kelly has to be able to keep him off the glass. Certainly he has the ability to stay with him on the perimeter and deny those open three-point shots that Adrian Payne gets. But some of those shots develop off of forcing Kelly to help. Forcing him to help on a drive by an Appling, forcing him to help on a drive by a Harris, forcing him to help on a post touch by a Derek Nix, and then all of a sudden Payne is open. That's become a real weapon for the Spartans, and I think that will have to be working in order for them to take down the Blue Devils.
Yeah, when I look at Duke, they have a real strong offensive number. Seems they have an advantage there. Talk about Duke on offense and what they'll need to do to execute against Michigan State.
Duke's offense starts with having a terrific point guard. They really lacked that a year ago. Quinn Cook was a freshman and injured for part of the preseason, never was able to catch up. He came into this year and really seized the moment, starting with their win against Kentucky down in Atlanta in the Champions Classic. And he has really had a fine sophomore season, really done a nice job of running the team, of getting into the defense, of making big shots, and that's where it really begins. He'll be facing Keith Appling, a fine point guard defender, and that'll be a challenge for him. And then you got Seth Curry, who has been an All-American for us. We picked him on our second All-America team, playing injured the entire year, one of the great shooters in college basketball. Teams lose him all the time, being worried about a Plumlee inside, being worried about Ryan Kelly. All of a sudden, boom, there's Seth Curry stepping into the wing, stepping into another three, scoring 25, and helping Duke win. Rasheed Suleiman, a really interesting matchup, again, as I said before. Gary Harris, great freshman shooting guard, playing off the ball. Rasheed Suleiman, great freshman shooting guard, playing off the ball. How did they probably a little bit of recruiting class jealousy there, competition or whatever. That'll be interesting to see. I think it's a very evenly matched game, and it comes down to whether or not Michigan State can get into the defense. If you look at the Maryland game, Maryland punished them with Des Wells, a 6'6", 6'7" athletic wing. Gary Harris is not that. So maybe it's the size or maybe it's the skill. That's what we have to see. Was it the size that was the problem, that Suleiman couldn't quite stop him, or was it just the skill? Because Gary Harris has the skill. He's a more gifted player than Wells, who's quite good. So if it's about getting into the lane and creating one's own shot, then that'll be an issue for Duke.
All right, it's going to be interesting. I love the matchup of the coaches and the teams, offense versus defense, size, skill, whatever. It's going to be great. For Mike DeCourcy, I'm Tom Vandervoort. Thanks for watching.